This is one of my favorite new vehicles, and I picked it out just for you guys. It's the 2025 Kia Niro EX Touring. I'm really excited to get this thing out on the road, so let's go. If you guys are interested in the Kia Niro, come check us out. We're at smailkia.com. The exterior color of this 2025 Niro is steel gray. I definitely think that this looks really, really nice. The first thing you're going to notice on the front end are these LED headlights, and one of my favorite features of this is the design on these running lights. It's really sharp, and I think it looks really futuristic. You'll also notice the Kia logo up front, very prominent. Coming along the side, you'll see the 16-inch alloy wheels, and I like the design. It's kind of like a snowflake. I also really like the black accents that run from the wheel well all along the side of the vehicle. I think it does a good job contrasting with the gray. This 2025 Niro comes with a 1.6-liter 4-cylinder engine and a 6-speed automatic transmission. It comes with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited battery warranty, a 5-year, 60,000-mile limited basic warranty, and a 5-year, 60,000-mile roadside assistance. Coming around the backside, you're going to notice the aggressive red LED taillights. I think that the design on those is really, really neat. Very, very noticeable. You also have the Kia logo, the Niro logo, and the HEV logos on the tailgate. Getting into the tailgate, it's very easy. Just hit the button here, and it's a very easy up, and you have a good amount of storage space back here. Getting underneath, looks like you have your fix-a-flat and some additional storage space back there. To put down the back seats, you just fold this forward. We have a 60-40 split seat, and as you can see, it folds pretty flat back here, giving you a lot of additional storage space. All right, let's jump in the back seats and see what we got back there. Getting into the back seat, you have these charcoal leather seats with a little bit of a cloth insert here. I definitely think it looks really, really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and get in here. And I have a good amount of space back here. I have a lot of room between my knees and the seat in front of me, and these seats are really, really comfortable. Looking down here, looks like we have some ventilation and a little bit of storage space on the back of the seats. And one thing to notice is the USB-C chargers on the back of both the driver and the passenger seat. We also have an armrest here with 2 cup holders. All right, very nice back seats. Let's jump up front and then we'll get this thing on the road. Getting into the front seat of the Kia Niro for the first time, I have to tell you, I am loving the design of this dashboard right here. I just think it's really, really cool. There's a little bit of like a rigid texture up here. There's like this glossy black here. There's a little bit of accent lighting right here. Just looks really, really cool. I'm loving it so far. I'm gonna go ahead and put my foot on the brake and hit the engine start stop button, and everything just goes up and lights up right here. You can see right here as it just pulled up, we have built-in navigation. That's always really nice to have. You're not really dependent on having to use your phone or anything like that. You just have it right here. I just think that's really cool and convenient. I also have all my information up here on the screen on the dashboard. You have your miles per hour on the left side and your RPMs on the right side. I am loving this steering wheel up here. Let's go ahead and talk about this. It's got that charcoal black leather that we saw in the back seat. On the left side, it looks like you're gonna have your safety features. You have your adaptive cruise control, your lane keep assist. We'll go ahead and go over those in a little bit. On the right side of the steering wheel, it looks like you have your push to talk button. So this car comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to connect your phone to the vehicle so you can use your own maps, you can send text messages, you can make phone calls, pretty much anything that your phone can do that's not scrolling through TikTok or watching YouTube videos, you'll be able to do on your vehicle. It makes the vehicle more versatile, and I think that it's really nice, and you can access that through your push to talk button here on your steering wheel. You also have your star button here, which you can program. As you can see here on the screen, it allows you to do a whole bunch of different things through the star button that you can pick. And you also have your hang up button, so you can hang up your phone calls. One other button that we have down here on the steering wheel is the drive modes button. So let's check those out. So it looks like we have 2 different drive modes here. We have Sport, and I like how when you select Sport, it changes the color on the dashboard screen right here. And you also have Eco mode. Again, this is a hybrid vehicle, so of course it's gonna have an Eco mode. Looking over here, well, let's check out the infotainment screen. You have a little home menu right here. If you scroll to the left, you have a bunch of different things. You have your hybrid settings, your built-in navigation that we already talked about, your phone settings, your phone projection. You can leave yourself voice memos. That's always really nice. You have your climate controls, your valet mode. Let's scroll over here, see what else we got. We have our Kia Connect, our media. Looking just below that, you have this little control bar down here. I've been seeing this a lot in some of the newer Kias. You have little shortcuts for your infotainment screen, your maps, your navigation. You can seek the tracks on your phone. But if you push this little fan button down here, all of your settings change. So you now have all your climate settings. One little thing that I want to point out, so you see these little these little dials right here. If I go back here, that becomes your volume and your power for your audio. But if you switch it down here, that becomes your temperature controls. I think that's really cool. Having this really gives you a lot of versatility, and it saves a lot of room. You don't have to go digging through your infotainment screen. You don't have a whole bunch of buttons down here on your console. Just really, really cool. I love the fact that Kia's now been implementing that on more of their vehicles. So looking down here, you have a bunch of different charging options. You have a 12-volt charger, a USB-A, a USB-C, and this little icon right here, that indicates that we have a wireless charger. So it's down here. I don't know if you can really see it from back there, but my phone's kind of old. It doesn't really have the wireless charging capabilities, but if your phone does, you just put it down here in this little pad and that little light will light up. So that's really nice. You have just a bunch of different charging options, so you never have to worry about your phone dying while you're in the vehicle. Past that, you have your engine start stop button. You have your shifter here, park, reverse, neutral, drive, very self-explanatory. You have heated seats for both the driver and passenger. Really, really nice. Makes this car a little bit more comfortable. You also have your auto hold button down here, and what that does is if I go ahead and hit that, it brings up a little icon up there that says auto hold. And so if I take my foot off the brake here, I am still in drive. If I take my foot off, I don't go anywhere. If I were to hit the gas a little bit and inch forward a couple of inches, I'm not going to do that since we're indoors here. I would inch forward, and if I put my foot on the brake again, it would hold me in place again once I put my foot off the brake. So that's really good for stop and go traffic. If you're sitting there, you're tired of having to hold your foot on the brake, you can put on auto hold and give your foot a little break. You also have your parking brake down here, fairly self-explanatory. You just pull up and it puts you in park. Over on this side, you have your parking sensors, which I have activated here, and you also have your parking camera, just in case you want to see what's behind you without having to put the vehicle in reverse. So down here, we have two cup holders, and you might be thinking to yourself, how is this one down here supposed to hold anything? Well, if you push this button, it expands. And in order to put it back, just slide it back right like that. You also have a little bit of extra storage in the middle here. This also comes with a little sticker that says detachable storage box. So if you need a little bit of extra storage, you just detach it there. Looking up top here, you're going to notice that we have a little sunroof up here, very easy to control. You just slide that back and it opens up, and it allows you to get a little bit more light and air in here. I think it's a really nice feature. I don't have that on my vehicle, so I think that this is really nice. You also have your Key Connect button down here and your emergency call. Key Connect, that allows you to connect your vehicle to your phone and allows you to look at things like calendars. You can look at the weather, vehicle diagnostics. You could also schedule maintenance, and you can just go through a couple of different settings here. So a lot of really cool stuff on the inside. Let's get it out on the road and test out some of these safety features. All right, we're gonna get this thing out on the highway. Let's test out the acceleration. Just gonna hit my foot on the gas here. And that got us up to speed real quick. Just talking to some people who are in the market to buy a new vehicle, they're very weary about getting a hybrid because they're afraid of losing power. This thing has great power, great acceleration, gets you up to speed very quickly and very, very smoothly. And that's just in eco mode. Let's go ahead and see what it's like when we hit it into sport mode. Ooh, I can feel it change a little bit. My steering's a little bit tighter. Lot of power, lot of power. Very, very fun. I'm gonna switch it back into eco mode. So one cool feature that this vehicle has is adaptive cruise control. I went ahead and set it at 50 miles an hour. The vehicle in front of me is going a little bit slower than that, so it's just keeping me a good distance away. I can also close the gap on that. And as we're coming to this stoplight here, it is bringing me down to a complete stop. My foot is off the brake, it's off the accelerator, and this car is just doing it for me. Along with adaptive cruise control, I also have my lane keep assist activated, and what that's doing is it's just looking at the lines of the road ahead of me, and it's just keeping me within my lane. So if I kind of nudge over here to the right side, it's just nudging me back into the lane, and it's not aggressive at all. It's very slight. It's just a little bit of a nudge. It's really, really nice. And with both those features combined, your car's almost driving itself. Not exactly. You still need to be paying attention. You still need to be aware of what you're doing. But those are just there to kind of back you up and sort of take some of the pressure off of you, especially on like a longer trip where you might be getting distracted. So just turning into this parking lot here, we're going to go ahead and check out the backup camera. You see we have projected lines that lets you know what direction the vehicle is heading in. You also have a little monitor right here that shows you where your backup sensors are. So if I just back up towards this light pole, let's see what happens. Yep, you can see right there, the little sensor goes off and lets you know you're getting a little too close to the object there. You have a couple of different views here. You have a straight down view, so maybe you're trying to back up towards a curb. You also have a line there to let you know what direction you're heading in. So it's really nice to know that you have all these features on this backup camera just to make sure that whenever you're maybe pulling out on a street or you're backing into a parking spot, that this has got you covered and it's watching out for you. One feature that makes this vehicle stand out really, really nicely is its fuel efficiency. It gets a combined 49 miles to the gallon, which to me, who just drives a regular gasoline-powered sedan, that's remarkable. And this is an SUV. I definitely think that's just one really standout feature that comes with this vehicle. So I do have a vehicle coming up on my blind spot and it lights up. If I hit my turn signal, that's actually flashing in the mirror and it's also beeping at me to let me know, hey, there's a vehicle in your blind spot, don't make that turn, you're gonna turn right into them. That's just another one of those features that I'm really glad to have because it's just looking out for you and making sure that you're safe on the road. So I'm super glad that I decided to take the 2025 Niro out on the road. I think it's a really cool vehicle. It's got a lot of really cool features on it and I just really, really love it. If you guys have questions about it, leave them in the comments section below. We love hearing from you. Or you can visit us online at smailkia.com. That's gonna do it for this test drive. So until next time, guys, enjoy the ride.